I'm going to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. He is a soccer player. I choose him because my favorite sport is soccer. Cristiano dos Santos Aveiro. He is 26 years old. He born February 5th, 1985. He lives in Madrid. He is one of the best soccer players of the world. Ronaldo was born at Santo Antino, a neighborhood of Funchal, Madeira, Portugal. His parents' names are Maria. She works as a cooker, Dolores, and Joe's Dennis Aveiro. He works as a gardener. His second name, Ronaldo, was chosen after then U.S. President Ronald Reagan, who was his father's favorite actor. He has one older brother, Hugo, and two older sisters, Emma and Liliana. At the age 8, Ronaldo played for amateur team Argentina, where he played for 2 years, then moved to National League. When he was 15, Ronaldo was diagnosed with heart problems, a condition that might have forced him to give up playing soccer. He had an operation and was training only a few days later. Manchester signed Ronaldo for $12.24 million in 2003. Ronaldo scored his first international goal in the opening game against Greece. He was named the player of the tournament and the FIFA World Player of the Year. He plays right center, left midfielder, and forward. In March 2007, the Real Madrid were willing to pay an unpredicted $80 million for Ronaldo. He signed a 5-year contract, making him the highest paid player in the team history. Ronaldo was the second highest scorer in FIFA World Cup 2006 with 7 goals. 2010 World Cup, Ronaldo failed to make an impact in the World Cup. His only goal came in the Portugal's 7-0. Ronaldo's father, Joe, died of an alcoholism-related liver condition in 2005. Ronaldo announced that he had become a father on July 3, 2010. Ronaldo reached 10 million fans on Facebook. Ronaldo chose number 7 for his jersey because it's his lucky number. Ronaldo scored 123 goals in his career.
Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States. He is very important because he freed the slaves and was president during the Civil War. 1809, Abraham Lincoln was born February 12th on a farm in Kentucky. His parents were Thomas and Nancy Lincoln. His family moved to Indiana. When he was a boy, his mom died in 1818 from milk sickness. Lincoln was 9 years old. His father remarried and they got 4 new brothers and sisters. Abe has a lazy eye. He does this when a mule hits him in the face. When Abe was 17, he got a job on the ferry. When he rode to New Orleans and saw a horrible sight, a slave auction, he heard screaming and saw family being split apart. He knew slavery was wrong. And his family moved to Illinois in 1830. He got a job as a shopkeeper in New Salem. Lincoln joined the military during the Black Hawk War. He was chosen as captain. When he returned home in 1834, he was elected to state legislature. He began to study law. 1837, Lincoln was 28 years old. He moved to Springfield in 1832. On November 4th, he married Mary Todd Lincoln. They had 4 children. Only one survived. Lincoln ran for Congress and won in 1846. Then his family moved to Washington, D.C. In 1845, Lincoln had debates with Stephen A. Douglas. One of the debates took place in Iowa. May 8, 1806, Abe is nominated to be the Republican candidate for president. He opposes Stephen A. Douglas and John C. Breckinridge. November 6, 1860, Lincoln is elected the 16th President of the United States. On December 20th, the Southern states leave the Union. April 12, 1861, Confederates opened fire on Fort Sumter in Charleston Harbor. The Civil War begins. The Civil War was very hard for President Lincoln because many Americans died. January 1st, 1863, Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. November 19, 1863, President Lincoln did a famous speech, the Gettysburg Address, decisioning the battlefield. November 8th, Lincoln is re-elected president. April 4th, 1865. The Civil War ends. April 14th, President Abraham Lincoln and his wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, go to the Ford Theater to see a play. About 10:30, John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln in the head. April 15th, 1865, Lincoln died at 7:22 in the morning. After Lincoln died, they put up this wanted sign for the assassination.
Oh my God!
Can I see?
$1,000.
Now I will read a bit of the Gettysburg Address. 407 years ago, our father brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceiving in liberty, and decreeing the proposition that all men were created equal. Now we are indeed in a great civil war, testing whatever that nation or any nation so conceivable, and so this nation can long endured. We are met on the great battlefield of that war. We have come to decide and content of that field as a final resting place for those who gave their lives that nation might live. If although fitting and proper that we should do this. This is a picture of Lincoln when he was young. This was a picture when Lincoln was older. This was a picture when Lincoln was older. And this is when he was real old. This is his wife, Mary Todd Lincoln. This is where Lincoln was born. This is where he moved. This is when he was Gettysburg or the Civil War. This is a picture 4 days before the assassination. This is John Wilkes Booth sneaking in to kill Lincoln. This is Lincoln's tomb, and that is Lincoln Memorial. And this book, and I got this book from Springfield. Lincoln Museum.
My report is on Thurgood Marshall. He was an Associate Justice in the Supreme Court. He was born on July 2nd, 1908. When he was 9 years old, he was sent to the principal's office often. He was asked to memorize a part of the Constitution. He had almost memorized the whole Constitution. The 14th Amendment says that a state can't deny anybody the equal parts of the law. This is very important to Thurgood's future. Thurgood was going to be a dentist, but as a teenager, he wanted to be a lawyer. Thurgood wanted to be like his father. He wanted to speak up for the rights of the blacks. Thurgood graduated from high school in 1925. His college, he worked hard. He had to do something to give blacks equal rights. Right near segregated mover leader Thurgood Marshall and a group of his friends decided to sit in the whites only seats. They did not leave their seats, and when they left, no one said a word. Thurgood veterans were married. Were in a Supreme Court 1929. Their marriage lost until Mrs. Marshall died 26 years later. Thurgood Marshall graduated with June 1930. He went to a law school. With his whole family worked hard to pay for his school. When Marshall Thurgood graduated from law school in 1933, he opened a law office in Bill. After his first year of his office closed in 1931, he became a lawyer for the NAACP. He worked on cases of broken down segregation in 1938. Marshall became the NAACP chief case counsel. He won 29 cases before the Supreme Court. This was him taking a nice photo. This was him listening to people talk, and this was when he died.
Oh, that's why.